F-Class Destiny Hunter. In this unique world, your destiny determines your abilities. Unfortunately, MC CO Gangrene awakens with the absolute worst Hunter destiny. But when his team gets killed and he gains the power Regression, CO decides to take control of his fate. I love how this manhwa takes the classic reincarnation genre and adds a creative spin. Watching the weak F-Class CO cleverly train and use his regression to outsmart enemies is super satisfying. The art is fantastic, especially the action scenes as CO defeats assassins and monsters. If you enjoy underdog MCs, time travel and regression plots, and characters breaking out of their designated fate, then definitely check out F-Class Destiny Hunter. Overlord of Insects. RMC Jiyoung Chen gets isekai'd into a world where everyone unlocks some kind of crazy ability or class. But our guy, he awakens the most unexpectedly busted power of all, the freaking insect domination system. I'm talking, this dude can literally control and evolve swarms of insects into gnarly offensive weapons. Need an army of fire-breathing cicadas to torture enemies? Done. How about breeding a locust apocalypse to devour the competition? Jiyoung's got you covered, fam. But it gets even wilder. Not only can his insect minions extract crazy talents and skills, but they can also trigger straight-up natural disasters with their numbers. I'm envisioning tidal waves of cockroaches wiping out entire cities. With crisp art bringing all this insect chaos to life, you'll be glued to each chapter watching Jiyoung unleash swarm after swarm of evolved bug monstrosities. Just be ready to feel a little itchy after witnessing full insect overlord powers in action. I Became the King by Scavenging. Yi King faces a shocking job change to Scavenger in I Became the King by Scavenging. With bizarre talent trees focused on picking up junk, he uncovers unbelievable strength by collecting discarded items. Through clever innovation, he transforms useless trash into game-changing treasure. With his pack full of random scrapes, no monster stands a chance against this pack rat powerhouse. He levels up non-stop, stunned by the secret potential in society's garbage. Soon an army wielding his scrapped inventions threatens kingdoms across the land. Can anyone hope to defeat this creative scavenger rapidly ascending to rule them all? Find out in this comedy goldmine of an underdog manhwa, Reincarnator. After being gradually transported to a hellish world called the Abyss, humanity is on the brink of annihilation against savage races and beasts. In a desperate final push, the strongest warriors send one man back in time. Now reincarnated with his full power and memories intact, the warrior must forge a new path to victory. With incredible abilities and system-based leveling reminiscent of solo leveling, he strives to reshape humanity's doomed destiny. Prepare for jaw-dropping action as the Reincarnator unleashes torrents of power to turn the tide.
The Sword God from a Fallen World. Once he was a sword god, Karsalian Levandayan, who fought to the very end as his world burned. But when all hope was lost, fate gave him one last escape, a door to Earth, a world still alive, but not for long. Monsters are creeping in, unnoticed by humanity, and only he sees the storm coming. Now reborn in the body of a weak high schooler, he wields his ancient power with a new mission: protect one fragile family at all costs. It's not just about saving the world anymore, it's personal. So, if you love fallen legends, brutal sword actions, and comeback arcs with heart, the Sword God from a Fallen World delivers big time.
I became the genius bastard of a noble dark clan. Christian von Baron Kaiser was a genius serf who died after being betrayed by the hero's party. Reincarnated as the infamous bastard of a powerful dark magic clan, has now got 2 years before his predicted death and a looming apocalypse to prevent. Armed with his intellect and determination, Christian aims to seize control of the clan and become a demon king. No cheat systems, just brains and ambition. This manhwa blends dark fantasy, strategic battles, and a protagonist who defies expectations. If you're into stories where the underdog fights back with wit and grit, this one's a must-read.
Regressed life life of the Sword Clan's ignoble Reincarnator. Ever wanted to see a disgraced warrior claw his way back to greatness? Meet Theo Ragnar, a member of the legendary Ragnar clan, known for their dragon bloodline and icy dominance. After hitting rock bottom, Theo resolves to shatter the chains holding him down and reclaim his rightful place by any means necessary. With stunning battles, drama, and just the right amount of dark humor, which I love, this manhwa keeps you on your toes. The story balances action and character development as Theo fights his way through rival clans and internal conflicts. And the art, sometimes breathtaking, sometimes a little too odd, but it all works out to create a unique vibe. If you're into redemption arcs, epic sword fights, and a splash of comedy, this one's a solid pick for 2025. Star-embracing sword master Vlad, a street urchin who dreams of becoming a knight. When a mysterious voice awakens hidden potential within him, Vlad seizes his chance to transform from zero to hero. With gorgeous art and non-stop action, this comic will captivate manhwa lovers. Watch in awe as Vlad unlocks new abilities and taps into his full power. He'll need every single skill he can muster as threats arise that endanger the entire kingdom. Blending fantasy adventure with underdog triumph, this manhwa delivers stellar progression and infectious optimism. If you're searching for your next reading obsession, the expansive world building and relatable characters will pull you in. So strap on your armor for a binge-worthy roller coaster of magic, monsters, and swordplay galore. With epic scope and tons of heart, Star-Embracing Sword Master is a must-read series.
A Dragon Slayer's Peerless Regression. The story follows Zeke Draker, who comes from a long line of legendary Dragon Slayers. But there's just one problem: Zeke himself has the talent of a healer, not of a swordsman. Naturally, his family kicks him to the curb. Determined to prove his worth, Zeke tries to get stronger, but tragically meets his end. Just when all hope seems lost, something incredible happens. Zeke wakes up 20 years in the past, back in the very family that abandoned him. But this time, he's got a crazy new power. The soul of an elder dragon is now engraved on his very will. Talk about a game changer, am I right? If you're craving a manhwa with a super-powered protagonist, epic fantasy battles, and a whole lot of heart, A Dragon Slayer's Peerless Regression is an absolute must-read. The regressed mercenaries' machinations. Cecil Perdium. He dies in battle only to wake up as his younger self. But this time, he's not weak, he remembers everything. No hiding, no waiting. He's crushing his enemies right from the start. His battle instincts and brutal tactics make him unstoppable. This revenge story is different. Fast-paced with no boring training arcs, just pure action and strategy. If you love badass MCs who don't hold back, this manhwa is a must-read.